Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they match up with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the former first-rounder from all the way back in 2004 from Miami of Ohio, Ben Roethlisberger.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike?
They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the stars at the tight end position that were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. So the big...
You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick...
You're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And they'll get it up just short of the 40. Really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll be corralled out across it short. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And now the spotlight falls on wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster because with the acrimonious departure of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the first down yardage. Chains move again. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get...
2nd and 7. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first.
Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his 4th touchdown on the year. Taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bengals, and leading them is the same man that's led them since 2011. Their 2nd leading passer in franchise history, and that's Andy Dalton. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Out wide they have A.J. Green who can run every length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a pro.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play. Dalton to his favorite receiver, Green.
Much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That he won't.
Hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, 30, the 20, 10, and the Steelers are in for the touchdown. 21. They start the drive with Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 16 yards, a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past, the biggest teaching point.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they're able to get...
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally, him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Meanwhile, throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I'd be able as well.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 93 yards. And the Bengals are able to...
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain a dip.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dez Bryant, his third touchdown now. Had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And Green with a catch left side. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a third down throw, but it missed size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Fair on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now they're
throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense time's approaching. But I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. That is caught. So that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real I'm doing it, though. This is
under pressure. They got him again. T.J. Watt is set. Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Way up here, Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17. He did. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just be... And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
In your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elite.
Alert!
Shedding the tackle. All that.
Very guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. The scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say that.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43.
Try and jostle the arm of the runner and knock it free. That's what we just said.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys.
Sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down in here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out. He can do here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and a yard, Dalton flushed out right. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well.
That phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with.
At their own 28-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The first play of the second half. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Mario Addison able to.
Almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron.
No, they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward, his 2nd sack of the night.
Did not handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals triumph
in this game.
From the 29, Roethlisberger under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Tremendous access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
On third down, here's Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall. Right? They went a little cautious there on third and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, moving.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 45. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Mario Addison.
In the tone of the drive offensively, giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with 2 touchdowns on the season.
Really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times.
On 3rd down, Samuels. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Okay."
In a hurry.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base. Time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yes, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the defeat is their first